Hi, Scott. Welcome
Morning.
back. How was baseball?
It was a long weekend. Yes, it was a long weekend. It was hot. We had a rainstorm Saturday night. A lot of field work to do. Getting the ball field ready and whatnot.
Mhm.
Keeping things in order, umpiring, scorebook. It was a long weekend, but it was a success and
You
tried to
know,
keep
it,
everyone happy.
it was a charity thing, wasn't it?
Pretty much, it's a fundraiser for the community club, and there's other food stands for the Lions Club has to raise money for their organization, and the Boy Scouts had another rib stand or something.
Oh, good.
So yeah, there was a little carnival for the kids, just a small one,
Yeah.
small. We had fireworks. Unfortunately, it ended early, just that we didn't get to see the ending of the fireworks because one
Mhm.
exploded near the ground.
Oh,
Someone
that'll do it.
someone got injured. So I didn't hear anything about a major injury, but EMS and fire department came. Oh, it's kind of weird.
You
But yeah.
need to get drones. In Dallas now, they do drones. That's their fireworks displays.
Oh yeah, they can drone it and then let them off.
No, they don't let fireworks off. The drones fly in these incredible formations.
No, okay.
That's what, and because it's so hot and dry here, it's probably safer.
Hmm. Probably so. Yeah. Aloha, Jolen, GG. Good morning,
Hmm.
Lucretia.
Hmm.
It's a beautiful name.
That is.
I heard that too. The grinder app was having issues in Milwaukee.
Oh, really?
Oh, so weird.
Well, that's like when the Baptists have their big national convention here. All the liquor stores, you can't get a small little bottle of liquor because that's all they can't carry big bottles around with them. But they get their liquor. And you talk to the liquor stores downtown, they can't keep those little bottles in stock.
Yeah, I mean, what I heard because I deliver down in that area for
Mm-hmm.
and traffic. I was only there on Tuesday, and I asked the business. They sell brats and steak sandwiches and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
chicken or whatever. And they said traffic down there was way down
Yeah.
when the RNC was there. Even the locals weren't coming.
Well, no. This when we have big things in downtown Dallas, they all leave. So
Yeah, and supposedly, I mean, they had trouble finding security. They had to hire from different counties and state police, whatever they can get. Um,
you mean they didn't import the police officers from Butler, Pennsylvania?
Not that I know of. I did see a border patrol, a couple trucks for some reason. I don't know, but I seen them. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
what the heck are they doing here? So I don't think there was a lot of big traffic because they were also saying that the hotels weren't full
Mm-hmm.
in the area. So I don't think a lot of people came, from what I heard anyway.
When they start shooting at your guys over the crowd, it tends to that's a sort of crowd control.
It's just crazy.
And then if I wouldn't go to a convention where people wanted me to put a post-it note on my ear.
Yeah, we had a laugh. I delivered some product where they make all they make a lot of different kinds of brats and beef jerkies and beef sticks
Mm-hmm.
out at this place. And I'm delivering in, and the guy goes, "So did you Did you go see the RNC convention?" and heck no, I'm not going to those crazies.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought he talked about the maxi pads on their ears and the ear.
Yeah.
He just died laughing. It's like, what the heck is all these people? Grown adults putting maxi pads on the air and whatnot.
Well, they wear diapers. I mean, I find that absolutely amazing that they go to some of his rallies wearing diapers, adult diapers.
Hi, greeter, Teresa. Okay. See another question. No.
Let's see.
There you go. Do you mention that or what?
Yes, watch past
Okay.
the chats. And well, the other one is John Flannery. You can go on YouTube and see it. He did a brilliant walk and talk where he was just walking along a path. He was getting me out of breath walking along the path. But anyway, he's walking and he explains about what happened with the California politicians. I knew something was really weird. I mean, Adam Schiff and all those guys, they get real distorted. They get real funny. But when Zoe Lofgren, who was on the January 6th committee, she said she thought it was time for him to pull out. I went, something's wrong, and it's coming out of California. If you watch Flannery's thing from yesterday, he does a better explanation than I could do, and you can really listen to it. It will really inspire you. If you're inspired enough, on my channel notes about this show, I have where you can, the email to the White House where you can send a note to Joe to stay in, for Joe and Kamala to stay in, because I think it would be the biggest mistake that ever made.
Yeah. Did you see George Conway started Psychopac?
No.
It's good.
Okay.
So he supposedly put like $323,000 of his own money to start it up.
Mm-hmm.
And they put out his first video. It's basically just a culmination of all his crazy talk, and he's going to continue to do it. He's asking people to donate a little bit to continue these videos and put it out to the universe.
Right. Because the more truth and the more different angles towards that truth we can get out there, the better chance we have of. Well, if you saw my thing that I put together when all this came up that day, I just laid out 3 cards. My end card, the first card was the Wheel of Fortune. That was the one card. The middle card was the World, and then the out card was the Fool. And the way I interpreted that was Joe's on the right side of things, and he really is, and it's his to decide what to do. And if he has to, and this is before he had COVID or anything, if he has to leave for whatever reason, he has to leave, but nobody else is going to tell that man how to do anything. And that's really strong for us, because trust me, I've been in campaigns where people get into the sky is falling mode, and it's insane. It's just insane.
I wonder if Flannery, I haven't seen him anything on Twitter, so maybe he quit Twitter.
He may have, but he's really, really good on this. And he's wearing his bow tie out walking on the hiking trails. So I kind of thought that was a little odd.
Yeah, that's true, Pegasus.
And that's what they don't want to. They don't want to pay their fair share.
I mean, even if there is no new law, this 2017 goes bye-bye and reverts back in 25. It was only good for, 8 years or something?
Yeah. Just enough to almost bankrupt us. These are the...
Yeah.
And, I want to thank everybody who sent nice thoughts about Sean being on the show last week. Those of you who didn't come over. But he's set up his own channel now too. And he's doing a show a day. And he's just doing on mechanics of campaigning. So
Monica, stop canvassing for tester. Blue. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense why you'd stop supporting.
Yeah, don't. You know what? Because once they get in there, they'll vote the way that we'll have their vote the way we want to. That's what pissed me off so bad about Schiff, is because of the way the Californians vote to put people on the ballot. He could have been against Katie Porter, but Schiff actually helped people work to get Steve Garvey getting place 2 in their primaries. And if he hadn't done that, then they'd have the alternative to vote for Katie Porter. But, I don't, trust me, guys, I've spent a big chunk of my life surrounded by politicians. I do not understand what they're doing. This is the stupidest thing you could ever do. And all it does is help the Republicans. And, and they're shooting at their own guys. So what can I say? It's get out, support someone locally, but do vote blue no matter who, all the way down the ballot, because that's the only way we have control.
It's just outrage right now. I don't see Garvey winning over Schiff.
Well, I don't either.
When it comes down to the vote, common sense will kick in a little bit more. So, but yeah, it's very unfortunate they're doing this right now. And
all I can tell you is I check it every day a little bit, and I keep getting, in Joe's mind, it was a 2 of swords, because he's like deciding, and that's when he was sick. And I think then, since I've seen the sun, so I think he's got a clear goal. He knows where he's headed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sweet darling Lulu. Trust me, I have a student loan that's caught up in that mess that I took out for my youngest to go to school, and it was almost paid off. But people say, "Oh, well, it doesn't affect us. It's just these punk kids." No, it's not. It's their punk old parents. And then they want to take my Social Security. I'm going to tell them, I don't know how you're going to get your loan paid back. Take my Social Security away.
Yeah, this is ridiculous why they're blocking this. It's only a plan to reorganize the loan.
Mm-hmm.
And it's blocked again in a court.
I'm going to see if I can get a time card on when that might end for sweet darling Lulu. I guarantee you it won't be before November.
Graham has been outed by Sean Harding, a male sex worker.
Who has?
I guess
Lindsey
Graham, according to Moonchild. Pretty much Pegasus prostitutes.
If they get the numbers, it's not in the cards right now for this to be able to be pushed through. But I think it'll probably be about 9 months into the next administration. So it'll be a year from this September that'll get confirmed. The law will pass in March to make it go forward.
Yeah, at some point I'm getting it. It's going to work itself out. Because I got the star, Queen of Swords, Six of Swords.
Mm-hmm.
Stars hope things are going to come to fruition, legal challenges, whatever, with Queen of Swords, and then the Six of Swords, and making things all good. It's calmer waters. But the damage is already kind of done. It's going to be, there's going to be more interest added on while this is playing out. So I got the government winning in the end. Four Wands united.
Well, you know what they did, and my kids took out loans at certain rates, and then they sold them during Bush time to Bush Jr. to private companies, and then they jacked the rates up. My daughter went in thinking she was going to owe maybe $20,000 because she had a scholarship, and she went to a private school, and I think she's now, because of the interest and how it's rolled through all these groups and stuff, they think she owes them like almost $90,000. It started out as a note of 20. Can you imagine if you bought your house and every day the bank could come and say, "Oh, no, it's this much now." And that's exactly, people who don't have kids in school or haven't had to face it or aren't affected by it themselves, they have no idea what a sham this was to stick money in Dick Cheney's buddies' pockets.
Yeah, the interest and everything was during COVID, but it was released last October. Everyone had to start doing it again.
Mm-hmm.
But the Biden administration had the program of income-driven payment plan.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's being blocked through the courts, which
Yes.
would eliminate all that interest crap and get it, at a lower interest rate, whatever, and a payment plan affordable and pay it off. Well, it's being blocked.
Yeah, and the one he did this time is a big expansion of a plan that one of my kids is on because they've worked for nonprofits or universities or schools forever. And if she pays consistently at a much lower rate for 10 years, then the rest of it's forgiven. Well,
hey, Barbara. Yeah, I seen that. It was actually a joke. The guy admitted he made it up. It was a normal, silly kind of post he probably would say, but it was a created post just to draw parody or laughs. But
I'm surprised they didn't sell pieces of his ear. And I told somebody, well, they can't sell it through the U.S. mail because if they're sending out his bloody clothes from being on the podium, they won't let you ship body parts or fluids through the U.S. mail. There's going to be a lot of people at the convention that are going in there saying, no, we're not going to do this.
Okay. Let's see what the energy is. I've never seen him stepping down, but
okay.
I'm sure it's difficult. All these calls, could you imagine the pressure on him?
Oh yeah.
I mean,
and these are
I feel the pressure playing softball, pitching, and just to throw a strike. I couldn't imagine the whole team yelling at you at the same time.
It's when you have giant filters and you block them out.
Oh, that's a tough one. You got 330 million people depending on you. Half of them don't like you and rather have a convicted felon. And then you got all these pundits saying he's got to.
And you have a perfectly good person beside you that you've trusted that has been educated into your system and your group of people. And they're all going, well, we can't have her. Okay.
Oh, good Lord.
What?
Supposedly Matt Gaetz is saying Judge Cannon's a front runner for Supreme Court.
Oh, yeah.
45 gets in. Joe Biden, what's he gonna do?
Okay, right now, this is like the Hierophant in this deck, and it's called Faith, and he's trying to hold his faith together. He's kind of he has not made he hasn't completely made his mind up, except this one tells me he's not really inclined to go anywhere. That's the Chariot reversed. So I don't think he's going anywhere, guys. And they can't force him to step down. They can make all the threats they want.
The energy of my toss is the Wheel of Fortune and the Hierophant.
Okay.
That's very good.
Mm-hmm.
Karma is going to hit those who other. The Wheel of Fortune it's also the World card to me. I combine those two.
Yeah.
So that's luck. It's positive things too.
Let's see I'm going to see if I can get an overall fate of those who are pushing him.
in the past, I have the Queen of Cups, the Five of Swords, Eight of Swords.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's the whole situation has hit him personally pretty hard.
Mm-hmm.
The outcome is wishes fulfilled, Knight of Wands, and the Moon. So the Moon can be more secrets revealed, some dark thoughts about this whole thing, but Nine of Cups and Knight of Wands is very good for an ending, so I don't see him going anywhere.
Well, I did lay on what the fate of those who are really trying to push him to get out. And there they are plotting, and that's the Seven of Swords. They're plotting and planning how to take over the castle, but they're getting nowhere. They got the Ten of Swords reversed. Then they're going to end up hurting their own money chances. They're not going to get control of the White House, and they're going to be seen as being really unjust. So they're just hurting themselves. So,
I mean, if he steps down, it could be complete chaos.
yeah.
There's early states that need the representative to make out all those, ballots.
Mm-hmm.
The RNC or whatever could file lawsuits.
No, Heritage Foundation's they've already put a poster out about what to do in your state and to eliminate any Democrat from the ballot.
Yeah, it's crazy talk.
It's crazy talk. It's
just too late.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be fine. It's just the crazy talk that's making us all crazy.
It makes if we're focusing on are we going to have a candidate or not, we're not focusing on the Epstein report, which is full of a lot of very influential people's names that don't want it out. I mean, they're doing everything to distract.
So now Hunter's lawyer wants his case thrown out because
if they're going to kill Jack Smith.
Yeah, because what Cannon did.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so. I'll just drop 3 to see what the cards.
Yeah.
Because this feels like it's going to be overturned. Special counsels are legitimate.
They've been around since the 60s and before, so.
I got the Moon, King of Cups, and Six of Swords. That gives me the feeling of he's going to win his case anyway, or it ain't going to be much.
Mm-hmm.
I might need him, because that doesn't really tell me about the special counsel. It tells me about his case. No, there's going to be talk about it, but I don't think a special counsel is going to be kicked out.
No.
Swords, Chariot, and my Hermit Fool. So that's just looking at the situation. Chariot's like positive, meaning it's a special counsel's fine. But I just get the feelings with those first 3 that his case is going to be fine or thrown out or something. The Six of Swords wouldn't come up because there's like backdoor dealings or something coming up. So what do you think?
What I got was this is a weird deck. This is like above the King of Cups, that something's going to happen that's very important, that's emotional. And the Queen of Swords is standing there, and that's justice ultimately. And then somebody's just going to have to hit the books. That's the Eight of Coins. That somebody's going to have to work on it. But it's not a done deal, but nobody's sure exactly how to deal with it. it's a crazy rule.
Well, that's because Clarence created it.
I know. Well, and he's so normal.
How much damage was bashing due to Biden?
I think it's going to make some people more firm in going and voting for him and saying F you and the horse you rode in on.
Damage. I think it's going to blow over. There's a lot of time yet.
Yeah.
It's July. Once
There's
this
100
nonsense
it's
blows
not-
over,
It's 110 days or something. But early voting starts soon. Also, there are primaries. There's a primary in Arizona, and there's a primary in Michigan.
well, we have our primaries in August.
In where? In
First
August?
Tuesday in August, yeah.
Jeez.
And there's another. Yeah, we don't even know who our Wisconsin senators are until August, or representatives.
There's a whole lot of stuff that can happen between now and then.
I don't know why they do that. So yeah, and there's another referendums on my ballot I got to look up. Sam thinks Biden's going to drop out.
I don't see it. I just don't see it. Or my cards don't see it. Maybe my cards don't want to see it. Anyway, this is damage to them. Well, it's making a lot of people be more sympathetic. That's a page of cups. Be more sympathetic. And they're seeing this is causing just a whole lot of pain that we don't need. The Three of Swords reverse. So it's going to go away because it's not helping us build our defenses. It's trying to tear us down. I think when people, it's such an extreme point of view. And I think normal people don't understand how it works, don't understand how they could make it work. And they just sense there's something really wrong.
Yeah, I think we're in that. Yeah, you got that Three of Swords too. This is my kind of Three of Swords.
Right.
That's where the current is. There's plenty of Democratic support.
Mm-hmm.
Messaging will be coming out. It'll be fine. Like Kamala and Pete Buttigieg are out there this weekend, rallies, and Pete's messaging is awesome. He can destroy anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Feels like the Trump campaign's trying to restrict him a little bit.
Who? Which one?
Campaign. I think they're trying to restrict him a little bit. But
yeah, because he's crazy, and the more people hear him, the crazier they know he is.
But it's not working. That rally in Michigan was off the rails.
Thank you, Gigi. Gigi joined. I don't know to whom. But...
You.
Oh, okay.
I don't have a join page.
I thought Gigi was a member. Okay. Been hiding in the weeds all that time.
Those engaged see what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
But like in the primaries, there was only 14 million votes. You know, that's only what? Less than a third of what actually go to a presidential. You know, you got 81 million votes in 2020.
Yeah.
So a lot of people don't vote in primaries like that. Those are the engaged people. So a lot of people don't really see it. They have their lives.
That's right.
But those that do are very engaged and understand it. Oh, bless you, Monica. Okay. Update on Ukraine. From what I've seen, Russia's collapsing.
Yep.
Monetary system and everything like that. Sheila Jackson Lee's seat. It's probably going to be empty when at this latest stage.
Yeah. I don't, and that's my own state, and I should know how it gets filled, but I don't.
Well, they gotta have. Well, the election's coming up, but someone else would have to be on the ticket, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Or is there a primary yet?
Oh, we've had our primaries. We're in Super Tuesday. We're in March.
Well, I suppose like next month they have to throw something together, wouldn't they, to have someone on the ticket? With November?
I think they'll just wait until somebody goes on the ticket in November, and it'll be up to the parties to pick their person to put on there.
Yeah, bad timing. What a wonderful woman.
She was really important to Houston, and the Republicans out of Austin have been trying to mess with Houston big time for the last 2 years, and they keep losing. They don't get what they want. But
yeah, Pete Buttigieg was good. He was on Bill Maher's show, and he's brilliant.
Yeah, he is. He's brilliant.
He seems very presidential to me. Okay, update on Ukraine. I seen there was another oil refinery or something blown up on fire in Russian territory.
Well, what my update on Ukraine is that Europe getting a little more stable and not having England and France go where they thought they would. That's helped them a lot in studying the amount of money that they need. But they don't have as much. That's a 4 of coins, which means control. They don't have that. It's all kind of around money. But they're building the alliances, the 3 of coins. They're building the alliances again, and they're really getting ready to move forward. But it's not going to be before the end of the year, which means another winter of war.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I got very good cards all the way around, pretty much.
I got good cards. Those are great cards. They're building their alliances and everything, but it's not going to be finished. The world's upside down. It's not going to be finished by the end of the year.
So in the past position, I get the Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Cups, 10 of Wands. So the tides have turned. It favors Ukraine with the Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Cups. There's plenty of support, but there's still some burdens there to get through some things. So maybe it's the whole missiles in that territory or whatever, but there's some stress. Moving forward, there's still work to do. We got honor with the King of Wands and the Knight of Coins. The money's coming through slowly but surely, but there's still work to do with the 8 of Coins. Then I have my angelic help card, so the universe is behind Ukraine. But I have my 3 of Swords coming in. So being stuck, there's some heartbreak going on yet. And then I have the Messenger, Page of Wands. Could be new ideas, what's coming out. So I didn't really get any timing here. It's just more of the feelings. The bottom of the deck was the Queen of Coins. Resources coming through. Can be a bit of patience.
Yeah, I asked the counterpoint, which is what's happening with Russia, and it opens with the 9 of Swords. That's an ugly 9 of Swords too.
So yeah, there's a lot of tough.
And they're running out of money, food, resources of all sorts. They're trying to build themselves back up, but they don't have any place to go get more. And I see if it's going to be over for them, it's going to be over next spring, the Ace of Wands. They can hold out till then.
Now I'm gonna try some timing.
Okay.
Couple timing cards. Yeah, it was probably good to look at Russia's side too. But it's just a collapse. They don't really have anything on the ground. They're doing everything with missiles and against innocent people. They're not doing anything against the troops, really. The monetary system's collapsing.
Yeah, all of the resources are draining out.
Timing. How long before? Chariot. It's number 4 for me. 4 months. Then I had the 4 of Wands, another 4.
I hope you're right.
I mean, it's tough to end, but it feels like there's a huge shift. It feels like it might be before the election.
I'm going to ask if there's going to be a conclusion before our election.
I don't think a conclusion, but there's a huge shift of change. You know, like Russia might run out of missiles or something like that. Kind of feeling. Yeah, and then my moon card comes up October. So something big happens in October, I think. A downturn. I just don't know how they can continue. They're just bleeding people.
I got the I'm out of here card. And it's an 8. I got 2 8s. I got them wanting to be free, wanting to be out of the prison they've built for themselves.
I had my strength card too. That was an 8.
Mm-hmm.
So I got 4s and 8s, and then in my moon card of October.
You know, but wars don't end like World War II did unless somebody drops a bomb we don't want to talk about.
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to be like Kumbaya right after an ending. But it just feels like a major shift, like just before the election.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's when they come out that Putin actually died or something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did that update. We don't see that. The GOP hoping to push out 45 and put in JD Vance. Just look at the energy.
Okay. You're going to make me look at JD Vance, huh?
I guess. I did want to look at
JD Vance reminds me of every guy that when I was young and naive and going to college parties, a guy who looked like JD Vance, you put your hand over your glass so you didn't end up with funny pills in it.
Some tarot readers stated that Trump will have a major I quit saying his name, I don't like his name. Have a major health event before August and not stay in a ticket. So we'll go back to what I started. Okay. Yeah, I think that's in there, in the cards, in the universe out there. It feels like it. I mean, a long time ago, I never seen him sitting for any of those trials. Well, we found out that it's been pushed back to election. And I've also seen him not on the ticket, or him physically. He might be on the ticket, but him not physically around. So let's see what the energy is today.
When I asked about this GOP pushing out Trump, if I was Trump, I think I'd get a food taster.
A food taster.
It's got the page comes upside down, but then this is this a real thing that they're doing? They've got the sun. They've got the Queen of Cups. It's their hopes and wishes. They haven't quite figured it all out yet. The Knight of Coins isn't in place, but they have the Empress. It's their ideal plan is to get J.D. Vance in there.
Okay. Queen of Cups, usually my USA card. The World. Ending. 1, 2, 3, 9, 12, 13. 3 of Cups on the bottom and Queen of Cups. That would suggest a plan. A plan beyond.
Mm-hmm.
Eek. In the end, I have 8 of Coins, 10 of Coins, and Emperor. 8 of Coins is always, you'll see this one, someone's ill.
Oh, okay.
You know, someone's on a bed or something being tended to. 10 of, that would go to 10 of Coins, which is your substance.
Mm-hmm.
You know, or we're talking about health, and then we have your substance being lacking, and then Emperor, the Almighty King, having some health issues with his complete substance in the end there. There is justice going to be upon him prior. So, yeah, we have that sentencing in September.
Mm-hmm.
The Justice, Queen of Swords, and the Empress. It feels like, well, I think we're going to hear about the other appeals too. You know, he's got the appeals of Jean Carroll and Tish James' case. So there's a lot of justice going to be happening up to the election too. Yeah. Justice, Queen of Swords, Empress. Empress is a 3. So those 3 things I'm getting here. Manhattan. All New York is going to be hitting them in prior. Yeah, I think he's going to have a health issue after all these come down here. The rest of the cards kind of say, like, this is our Jesus. You know, we're going to ride it out with him. The JD is a backup plan. He's a 45 light. He's in the same mold, just a less of a talker like that, you know.
Well, is he? I mean, how can they trust him? He wrote that book where he blasted everything they believed in. And then he changed coats and he can switch back. What's to stop him? I mean, the man when I look inside JD Vance, what I see is a wobbly bunch of jello, just looking to see which mold it's going to be put in.
He's an opportunist.
Yeah, but that's way beyond an opportunist. There's something even weirder than being an opportunist.
Well, you know, he's promoting what was that? The 15 million immigrants rounding him up, and his wife is an immigrant, and his wife is an immigrant, or daughter of immigrants.
Yeah, and his son's name is Vivek, which is going to be, it's
That's weird,
not as all white as Don Jr.
especially with Vivek Magaswamy.
What do you think's gonna? There's one other thing that could come out if anybody could effectively get it out there, and I think someone can. What if the Epstein files really come out in the next month or so?
Well, they already have, kind of, but no one reports on it.
That's what I'm saying. But what if someone did? What if someone did like a Midas touch on it? And Midas touch gets more views in a day than any of the network news.
Yeah, unfortunately, it mostly doesn't go to the right.
That's okay. It makes people feel not alone.
Okay. Yeah, you're right, Laura. Vance's rhetoric about women is cruel. Mm-hmm. I'm just going to ask if there's going to be more attention.
Okay.
More attention to those files that were released, or anyone comes forward. Will there be any more?
Yes. Do you want me to go? You're still shuffling.
You can go ahead. Yeah, I was still waiting for my guide to say, yep, stop.
Yeah, it's in the works. Someone's working with it. This is the 7 of coins. It's a process. It's just such a oogie mess, but it's going to be driven by some males coming out with it. It's got the Knight of Swords, and then the outcome when it gets public is the Star. So it's going to be in the view. People are going to understand it. And for those that get uncovered in it, it's going to be the 10 of Swords.
Ouch.
Ouch.
So yeah, I had my star.
Mm-hmm.
My star empress, the energy, along with powerful people.
Mm-hmm.
King of coins. So there is more energy of more coming out.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't like putting this up, but we know what it was all about. But it involves the young ones.
Mm-hmm.
6 of Cups, Knight of Wands, energy movement of information coming out, and Ace of Coins.
Mm-hmm.
There may be, I didn't get the whistleblower card, but there might be an August surprise.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have my strength card, the Endure card, August.
Right.
Queen of Cups, a motherly figure, female. So there might be a female coming out, with a lawsuit or actually speaking. Because we have the 5 of Swords. There's some conflicts, someone being abused.
Yep.
So it does feel it's not ending, but it's got a lot of feminine energy, like someone coming out or a lawsuit that's going to get a lot of attention or something. Feels like someone's going to get brave, because it doesn't feel like the actual documents are really doing anything. Big media doesn't really focus on it.
Well, because the guys who own the big media, their name's in the books.
Good point.
That's not a joke.
It's true. So you need a courageous woman to come forward, or multiple in droves, get together and actually file a lawsuit, go on media, something like that. Even though it's horrible, and to, bring it all up. That's the energy I'm saying. Gene's wondering about earthquakes and stuff.
Yeah.
Get off that topic.
Okay.
West
Well,
Coast
we've had
slightly this year.
They've had a lot of astrologers have said that we'd be flooded all this year, and I was listening to a British astrologer who says she has to check on the map before she can go out to see which roads are passable. And the rivers got so high around her house that they were floating boats over the bridge that the river's normally on. So, but I'm willing to look at earthquakes because we don't have them here.
I'm not. I asked my guides, and they show me there's going to be a small one in September.
Okay.
We'll see if that comes true. I don't see anything big. Let's see what the cards say. I'm seeing something happening. I got September showing in my head, but small. So I don't think it's going to be devastating.
Now's not the time to pull the Tower cards, Scott.
Yeah, if I see the Tower, I'm completely wrong. Or the Ten of Swords.
No, I got people are waiting and waiting and waiting, and they cry about this all the time. And, you know, earthquakes are just the earth kind of in the Two of Swords. It's not sure which way it's going to move. I don't see any judgment. I don't see anything horrible coming up. But if it is, it's going to happen in 5 weeks, 5 months. And
no,
it's not going to be a big one because it's the Ace of Swords. It's like it's pinning the ground to the ground, you know.
I have it all in the past.
Mm-hmm.
I have the worst right now has been in the past. 5 of Swords, 10 of Swords, 5 of Cups. So the worst one was in the past. And then moving forward, it feels like a balancing situation with the Justice card.
Mm-hmm.
Queen of Swords and 9 of Coins is a balance. And then the end, I got a lot of protection for the East Coast right now. King of Cups, King of Wands, Knight of Wands.
Yeah, what I keep feeling when I kind of look at it, it's like when I'm looking at the map, it's over in Asia. Asia and China are going to have more earthquakes than we are.
Hi, Chromosome.
Mm-hmm.
2 tropical new waves are coming. Yeah, I do see a lot of hurricanes.
Yeah.
Tropical storm hurricanes this summer. 5 to 8, I think, I'm sensing.
Mm-hmm.
Knight of Wands that came up is basically my wind card. You know, a lot of storms. That would be that kind of feeling. Yeah. Unfortunately, Peter Thiel's. He said he's staying out of election, but he's doing it in other ways.
Mm-hmm.
Flooding in south of China. There must have been a lot of storms there.
Oh yeah, they've got a real problem. Their whole it's when the storms come in after a long dry spell, and then they come in and they flood everything. And it happens in Pakistan too. Those have been bad this year.
The ground can't soak anything in; it just floods. And I think there's more coming. More water.
I saw the most fascinating graphic. Actually, Dorothy Morgan presented it on my show. And she showed, you know, the eclipse that went across the U.S., across Texas, and then across to the East Coast. That's one. She showed where Hurricane Beryl, once it got off the shore, it followed the center. That storm followed exactly the center line of that eclipse.
Oh yeah, weird.
What I get is we're not getting the information we need from China to know what's really going on. Um, it's bad. It's flooding, but I don't think it's any more than they normally get. The monsoon season, that's what it is. It's their monsoon season.
Oh, is it? Yeah, you could be right. I have an authoritarian possibly restricting things.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Eight of Swords, a magician. A magician can be making up things, and then Six of Cups.
Mm-hmm.
That's can be naivety, holding on to the past. How does that relate? Yeah, it does feel like some kind of authoritarians holding back information. These cards don't really make me understand the flooding, but it does feel like there's more coming, more water.
Yeah, I got just a feeling whatever's there is there, and that we're not going to get the truth anyway, unless, you know,
Unless there's someone putting video out there
well,
showing it. I don't know. It was just a weird throw of cards. I just used my senses instead because it really didn't make any sense to me. Maybe a tough read for those cards. Is Soa by? I have no clue. And he brought you all to ask of him Allah's blessings. Quoting something from the Quran.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Shows it on your channel.
Hmm?
Shows it so is on your channel.
Okay.
But 100,000 reservoirs that release water, middle of the night. CCP doesn't have to pay compensation. Oh my God. Kind of what Russia did to Ukraine in that.
Yeah, that dam that they put down.
Dam they blew up. Well, bot killers, do your thing if you want to do that. Take care of it.
Oh, we got a bot.
Okay. Oh, just seen that. Astrologists are predicting a huge shift in humankind the end of 2024. Is that a climate event or something that is
No,
caused?
that's what some people call have envisioned that are channelers, the white light. What's happening to us right now is 3 of the big outer planets are moving to new signs, and it's going to start. It's starting now, and it's going to go through 2026. And if you astrologers who follow this kind of stuff, they're called archetypical astrologers, and they'll look at these big shifts, and then they'll look at the historic events that happen around them. And the ones that we're going through right now brought an end to the empires, in Europe and the Ottoman Empire and all that stuff. Also brought us World War I, which was, the rearranging of Europe. There's some influences that had hit parts of it in World War II because it happens. Well, it's really weird for 3 of them to all move so quickly because it's a space of 18 months. And the way it works out is it appears to be, be seeming to have an effect on human consciousness, where the other ones were structural or governmental and whatever. But we can read on the prediction of the big shift from 24 to 26.
I briefly caught a astrology thing And this person was saying that Pluto's coming back.
Yes.
It
Direct.
takes 235 years, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, it's going to
Pluto's
get
coming
more
back
triple.
within 5-10 years, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever happened that long ago, maybe the Civil War, Revolutionary War, whatever, that energy is coming back again.
Pluto, you don't want Pluto square. You don't want Pluto in opposition. And when humans don't live to have Pluto returns, because we don't live 235 years,
No, I don't
except in the Old Testament. So it's really our country. It's really that all of them are kind of lining up right now. There's I think his name is S.J. Anderson. That's all he goes by. He's an astrologer. He's an archetypical astrologer. And he just did a really good show on this. And the thing I like about him is he doesn't go on forever and ever. Astrologers, God, can they talk?
Okay. My read.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought of astrology and the human shift this year and beyond, whatever. I don't believe it's climate from what I'm seeing. So I have in the past, I have a 6 of Wands, 3 of Wands, 7 of Wands.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a victory on our horizon. Good news. The energies are surveying the kingdom of Earth with the 3 of Wands, but there's continual frustrations going on with that 7 of Wands.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to be opposite situation. The current situation is Ace of Swords. It's a hollow victory. There's frustrations, but we're moving forward. 5 of Cups. There's a lot of losses. Some sadness going on with our leader, King of Cups.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that kind of pertains probably with political situation. There's some sadness going on with the leadership or whatever. And we got frustrations. So we're kind of divided showing. Moving forward, so now I'm getting to the end of 2024 probably and beyond. New beginnings with the Ace of Wands, the Hierophant, government, unions, critical situations, and then the High Priestess. High Priestess is generally one of the higher cards in the deck. It's powerful, good or bad, but secrets are being revealed and things coming away. A lot of times that Hierophant card shows me like this is part of soul contract of Earth, the people, whatever coming. So it feels like a start. And it could be a shift. I mean, but I don't think it's climate. It feels all human related. In the end, Knight of Wands, energy, universe, important news, Page of Cups, more good news, new beginnings, and then the Knight of Pentacles. It's going to take time. The message is going to take time. So I think it is a shift in humankind, nothing to do with climate.
No.
After the election, things start to boil down a little bit. MAGA loses. There could be a shift with Joe and Kamala too. Because we got a female energy with a high priest in government end of December or into 2025.
The last time that Pluto's in direct contact, if you put a transit chart up, it's the 30th of December this year. The first one was February 22nd. The second time, because these planets go retrograde, the second retrograde was just this week, July 16th. And the third one is December 30th, 2024. And what it's doing is it's pushing us out of what it had set up for us and opening up new possibilities. So, them's the dates. But slow moving planets are slow moving planets, so it takes a long time for that energy to move beyond us. Thank you.
Joe G. Capricorn Saturn rules favor governments. That's going to change in January 25 and forward. That's like the cards were telling me, the energy.
Yep. We're going in the age of Aquarius. Are you ready to start singing, Scott?
Not really.
How do you
I have the karaoke in front of me.
Yeah.
How do you handle fear?
Oh, my definition of fear, it's face everything and recover, move forward, or F everything and run. And my experience in life is you can't outrun it. So it's really start to take it apart in pieces that you can handle and deal with it.
Yeah, you can't run from fear.
Mm-mm.
Basically, if something fearful or anxiety ridden comes in my life, I mean, especially in social media, you can eliminate that.
Yeah.
You don't follow that person anymore, or you just eliminate that source. But when you got to deal with it in your own life, you need to take it on. If it's another person giving you fear, you got to take it on.
Right.
Or eliminate that person in your life. But you can't let it envelop you.
And if it's horrifying because it makes no sense, it makes no logical sense, it's false evidence appearing real. So you need to go find the fallacy in what you're seeing to face it, to deal with it.
Joe also said Pluto in Aquarius is a shift of energy for the average Joes regaining the power.
That's right.
Good. Daddy like. Nice. Okay. Karachi City of Pakistan. Well, we don't know much about Pakistan.
Yeah.
Okay. Other questions. We did that. Little early. Well, no, it's what? Month away. The DNC convention. Energy of the DNC convention. Good morning, Callie Healer.
Oh, I know. One of the things Flannery talked about in this movement to kick Biden off the ballot, Steve Schmidt's all in the middle of it.
Yeah, I seen that. I seen him. I stopped following him and anything probably 9 months ago.
Yeah.
I seen something and I'm like, what are you doing? Or maybe it was when he switched over to the other Dem from Minnesota. He was running his campaign. I think that's why I unfollowed him from everything.
Anyway, I'm just saying that that's why I got out of the business, It has a way of making people think I'm the kingmaker. And unfortunately, there's a lot of people in the role he was in that did feel like they were the kingmaker.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
No, I got a feeling he's going to be it's going to be like the Hermit. What needs to happen is going to need to happen inside of the hall in Chicago. The folks on the outside are going to be there just to be angry, and they're going to be brought in by a lot of diverse groups that want them to make. I think they want to recreate Chicago 68, and I don't think they can do it.
Yeah. All my cards are mixed bag.
Yeah.
So it doesn't feel like there's a unity of support.
And even the guys outside don't know why they're outside. So, and that's sad. Of course, you don't have Mayor Daley telling the cops to go beat them up either, so that'll help.
Well, that would mean there's probably a little more chaos up to the convention yet.
Oh, yeah.
9 of Wands, Ace of Cups, and 4 of Swords.
Mm-hmm.
Got someone defending their wand, love and support, but some are taking it easy yet.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have the 9 of Swords, Page of Cups, and King of Wands. So it feels like there's still people stabbing in the back and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Anxieties of total support with the offers of a leader. I just pulled 6 more for the heck of it because I was just going to do 6, but I have some burdens yet with the 10 of Wands, 5 of Swords, some discontent yet with the strength of unity. Then I have 10 of Swords, 7 of Pentacles, Page of Wands. We're not there yet. Unfortunately, there's going to be chaos that's showing.
We just need to surround the people that are moving if they're moving in the direction you want, surround them with white light in that space and don't tie into the fear. Okay.
Mr. Lichtman and his 13 keys. He says Joe stays in, we win.
Right. And I don't know how his system works, so I wouldn't feel competent to comment on it, really.
Well, that's what we got cards for.
Uh-huh.
What's the universe and cards say about the 13 keys for this year?
Okay.
I've seen he's been all over Twitter and comments and been on shows, and his keys say Joe Democrats win if Joe stays in. But it's a little bit different when you don't have unity around your nominee.
Well, you don't have unity among the people who are the lead. They're quote the leaders, but are they really the leaders? If they're bringing in ideas from outside that their people on the ground don't want.
True. The people on the ground seem to want Joe to stick it out.
Yeah, he's right. There are people trying to lay false trails and to ditch him and make people feel bad about him. But what's happening right now is people are sitting under the tree and they're saying, what are people saying to me? What am I hearing? And they're deciding they like the indexes Lichtman has, and it's leading us ultimately to prosperity as a country. So.
Well, the past situations do show the chaos.
Yep.
Past I have, so that would feel like leading up to the debate, probably. Got some restrictions. The 8 of Swords, the 6 of Swords is moving. Get better, and then Queen of Coins. Money coming in, the patience, the resources. In the current just shows again the chaos within the Democrats. Nine of Swords, all that anxiety and nightmares, possibly what's going on. The Queen of Wands and the Five of Swords. So that's all conflicts on the strategy within Democrats and the 13 keys. But in the end, Three of Coins, continual work.
Mm-hmm.
10 of Cups, 9 of Cups. That's my Democrat card. King of Wands, the leader. Democrats win. If we stay with the keys, they will be right. Democrats win. We're just in that chaos mode. We're just in that chaos. 9 of Swords, a 5 of Swords. We're in that chaos moment. We get past the chaos moment, everything's fine. I think once the convention is over, there's nothing to talk about. Just move forward.
Mm-hmm.
Democrats win. On the bottom, I have the Chariot. The Warrior wins. You betcha, Pam. Woo woo. Just ride the storm. Ride the storm. Ride the wave. Life is ups and downs. I got to remember that movie.
Which one?
I think it was Parenthood. I mentioned it before, but Grandma, and I think it was Parenthood, but Grandma, Steve Martin.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Grandma's got a little dementia, and Steve Martin's freaking out. And Grandma gives a lovely speech about a roller coaster, the ups and downs. But she goes, "I like the roller coaster. You have your thrills, you have your challenges." It's one of the great speeches in a movie. No, I have not been pickerel fishing. I just do it locally. Try to get some walleyes.
Is that a fish in Wisconsin, I take it?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Not that I know of. Okay. Did that. Okay. Oh, so tarot cards are sorcery. Then why are you here? Go bye-bye.
Somebody put that in our thing. That's fine.
Yeah, it's the
They've been reading 2025 because the predecessor documents to that, we were high on the list of folks to come get when the Christians took over.
Oh, is it? Pickerel's another name for walleye. Didn't know that, but all right. Monica said walleye is another name, or pickerel fish is another name for walleye.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's my main. I like walleye the best. Buckle up and weed. There you go. Where can I donate?
You can donate directly. You can find directly on Biden and Harris website. You can find a link to a group that's maybe Act Blue has taken that over. You can find a place to send a check. I know people who do that because they don't want to give their credit card numbers to these people.
I've donated. Well, at least we agree on some things.
Mm-hmm.
At least we agree on some things.
That's true.
We do want the Palestine people to be free. It's horrible what's going on there with the deaths and innocent people. Oh wait, what we're gonna? Oh, the independence. What was the energy of the independence about the RNC?
They watched less of it than we did.
Yeah, there wasn't many viewers.
No,
Viewership was way down.
way, way, way down. Tell you what, the Dead Files was out doing them, and Dead Files has been running back to back for like 4 weeks now. So,
I got to catch up on that.
yeah. Every once in a while, I'll find one I didn't see, but it's pretty rare. Watch good cooking shows. You can watch The
Yeah,
Repair Shop.
the Nielsen ratings or whatever, or viewership, it was way down from other RNCs. Like, I think it was like the lowest ever or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Even when it came in after America's Got Talent, it didn't do well.
Anyway, back to that. I've used Act Blue. Just make sure I don't hit the recurring, and I've never had a problem.
A lot of people are worried that Act Blue puts it all in a big thing instead of getting it to the race you want it to go to. I don't give to political parties, to the party, because I've known too many people that are over there that don't work for their money. But I give to candidates, and I give to and I give directly to their funds, and you can find them. Act Blue really did help, though, for a lot of candidates. The paperwork you have to put together to report your election donations is beyond anything you can imagine. And it really helps that way. But I'm an old retired person, so I just tell them I'm retired and I send checks.
Yeah, the RNC was a mess. I guess I seen Tiffany went in for a hug and kiss, and he ignored her.
Mm-hmm.
Melania didn't want to give him a kiss on stage. Did the side face.
Oh, did she show up? That's how little I watched it.
Yeah, she showed up.
Was she there tending his ear? Hitting it?
Jared and Ivanka showed up at the last minute.
Mm.
Probably with Melania. Yeah, staging. So I follow this guy on Twitter, and he always digs into the financing of all the PACs and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
New filings come out. Trump's PAC he's been using to pay his lawyer fees is down to $3 million, and it had well over 100 million. The Trump 47 PAC has got like 24 million in it, and he's like, from what he can find, I don't know where the money went. It's gone.
I wish I could have kept books when I ran campaigns like that.
So either they moved a bunch of money and then they're hiding it. And Walt Nada is being paid by the PAC monthly, or every 2 weeks he's getting like $1,800 out of the PAC.
Well, you know those two women that were giggling with him when he was showing them the plans to invade Iraq, and he was blaming the general for it, that were giggling that audio tape got out? Yeah. Both of them now work for Trump, and they're both making twice what they've ever worked anywhere else. So do you think they're really working for Trump, or they're working to make sure they don't talk?
Yeah, they're getting money. Of course he is. What was it? The Barbara, what's the monitor? Barbara, is Barbara someone that's monitoring?
Yeah, his money in New York.
Trump org. She noted there's still deficiencies. A full-time, another person to watch over everything. Barbara Jones, yeah, thank you. So yeah, there's still a lot of deficiencies in how they're running the organization, and she's requested to the judge that another person be hired.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, it's beyond me how these MAGA people are just so blind that they don't care about everything he's done, his fraud, his rape, everything, the corruption, and they don't care. My uncle's like, we don't care. Look what we got. We got Kid Rock and Hulk Hogan on our side. like,
Oh yeah, there's sterling parts of humanity.
I'm
It's
like,
okay. That's who they want to play with. Let them go play with them.
you're horrible, unbelievable. And even my veteran friends are like, he was legally able to declassify and take anything he wanted from the presidency. Like,
Mm-hmm.
no. Sorry, no, that's not how it works. You can declassify it. No, that's not how it works. So frustrating. But what are we gonna do? All right, let's bring out some inspiration before we go bye.
Okay.
Weekly inspiration. What should we focus on for the week? How about stay off weird
What?
maybe stay off weird social media. Don't get angry. Don't get upset.
Yeah, and if you just your little itchy fingers have to go type to someone somewhere, go find one of those articles about how you can inform the world about the fact that the Heritage Foundation is a 501c, 503c, 501, it's 501c3, and that's supposed to be held for nonprofit institutions, and they cannot engage in politics. And there they were up on the Republican stage, so they could lose their tax-free status, which couldn't happen to a nicer bunch of people.
Mm-hmm. Let's make that happen.
Okay. I'm going to pull from my crystal medicine oracle. It's a shaman deck. And its message for us is the crystal that goes with this card is obsidian. This is a big chunk of obsidian. And the card I pulled is card 31. And it's the snake. And it's the snake because, as we all know, snakes have to shed their skins to change. They have to go some relatively impressive things, and that we're in a state of transformation. So let me get to the right page. 25. Oh, that's right. I was going the wrong direction. Okay. 30. Teacher. Transformation. Here you go. And you've drawn this card today to highlight that you are currently in a period of powerful transformation. This energy is available to you to expand and bring something new into your life, new levels of understandings, existence, and consciousness. And this can all be a great opportunity for you to let things go that don't serve your highest good and to reach out and find new things to bring into your transformed self. And in the middle of the night last night, we had a full moon that was a transformation full moon. So it's time for us to shed that old skin like a snake. And it's a time when you'll feel a lot of stirring in your soul and in yourself. And it's all part of the letting go process so that we can become completely empowered. That's the message for the collective today.
Good. The first card I got is Two of Winter.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a Two of Swords. There's your choices to make and decisions.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like we have a choice this week, to be in the intellect or into the emotional side that freaks us out.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have the Prince of Autumn, and that's
Mm-hmm.
staying on the kind side. You know, there's caution ahead. You got wiseness of substance there. It's protection. So you want to stay on the good side this week. You know, release that negativity, however you need to do it, because that makes us a better people with the Empress.
Mm-hmm.
All that's good with the Empress. Success allows your life to be fulfilled when we release that emotional side that frustrates us. So I think that's what it's telling us with all that negativity that's been out there, and you know the Biden bashing or the craziness of Trump rallies, whatever. Let it go. Be on the kind side, because then we feel the Empress.
Very good.
Very, very good.
So what else you have this week? Are you done?
I'm pretty much done. My weeks are so busy all the time.
No, that's because you do things other than this.
Yeah.
It keeps you very busy.
Deliveries have been down a little bit. So I haven't begun having the 10-hour days. Now it's more like 9. So, but I still need to chill and relax.
That's right.
Missing my babies. I need to. Now that the grandkids are getting a little bigger, they're doing things. They're still going.
Mm-hmm. Every time you see him, when you don't see him for a week at this age,
I
it's
don't
like
see them.
it's another kid. You know.
Like my other daughter took the kids and they went to a wedding
Mm-hmm.
this weekend. Did
Mm-hmm.
made a whole trip out of it, so wasn't able to see them.
Well, I've got a show on Tuesday at 1:00 that's on my channel, and I'm going to have an astrologer. So for the people who want to figure out why it was important that the Hurricane Burl uh, followed it just shows that a lot of things we're being shown universally are going to follow uh, each other. And Wednesday, I'm doing a healing show with Dr. Gail on her channel at
Well,
3 in the afternoon.
nice.
And um, I think, and then I'm getting ready to do a show in early August with Danny and another astrologer, Dorothy Morgan, and we're doing it on 8/8 Lionsgate because that's when the doors really open and the changes we're rushing into start. So you might want to do that.
It's just like the 4 years of Hillary's emails. They can't let go of Hunter's laptop.
Oh no, it's still her emails that were full of cooking recipe and plans for her daughter's wedding.
Yeah, yeah. It was a Facebook post, and my veteran friend brought up Hillary's emails, and I replied, "Did Trump's DOJ indict Hillary? No. You gonna let that go?" And then he also brought up Benghazi.
Mm-hmm.
Like, wasn't that a while ago and taken care of? Hillary did testify for 11 hours or something. Oh, it's like a loop in their brain they can't let go of, and they think it's so horrible.
So we're doing what we're doing. We'll be here again next week, I guess. I just wake up on Sunday morning and look for the StreamYard.
Depends on life. Something could come up,
Mm-hmm.
but we plan on it.
Yeah.
Okay, so love and light, everyone. Stay calm, collected. The universe is telling us it's going to be okay.
Yep. And y'all take care.
Blessings.
It's going to be